Let's look at Gavin Newsom. Will he be the next president? He's really funny. I wasn't so excited about him months ago, but now what he's doing is really pretty cool, trolling the orange one. So let's look at his future for president. Let's look at the midterms again because we want to keep looking at that. Scott Bessent. Is Scott Bessent breaking the law? He has farms. He's selling soybeans to China, and then he's in there dealing with tariffs and making deals. So, yeah, I think he's got about $500 million. He's not a billionaire, but he looks like I mean, he's willing to commit other crimes with the orange one. So we'll see. Let's look at him. I'm going to answer some personal questions I posted on my community page under posts for people to leave political or spiritual questions. And so some of the questions were personal questions, but I'm going to pepper those in. And I want to say first that never give your power away to any psychic, even any, therapist or, authority figure. Always go with what check it out, say a prayer, trust yourself. You need to trust yourself and your guides and have people that you feel like you can trust in your life. And so I just want to put that disclaimer out when I'm answering personal questions. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a financial planner. And we have free will and things could change. So I can look at the energy. I don't tell people what to do. I can look at the energy. Okay. So sometimes, like I helped this gal this morning, her and her husband had to repair something on their property, or the landlord was coming, and the landlord, they're afraid, was going to evict them because she had threatened them already. And I can't heal somebody who doesn't want a healing. I can't heal the landlady, but I just sent some energy and some prayer to kind of calm the situation down. And they got back to me and said, thank you. We have more time now for our repairs, and we really appreciate. Now, did I do that? Did the guides do that? Um, well, I guess that'll be up to spirit. To decide whether how that happened or not. But it certainly, people a lot of times feel calmer and more grounded when you don't have chaos, when you have clarity, when you involve spirit, and with whatever you're dealing with, you can say a prayer, you can breathe, you can be calm, you can be grounded, you can ask for guidance. And that's one of the questions I got in here, is somebody asking, how do I improve my guidance? And we'll talk about, oh, here she is. Practical guidance. Okay, wait, let's see. Um, there's somebody in here is asking a question. Oh, I'm trying to connect with my guides, and through meditation, I feel like she says she feels like she's not going deep enough, or she's misreading the signs. That's really common, to misread the signs. If you think you're going to hear something or have a clairvoyant vision, just because you asked a question, it doesn't necessarily work like that. If you had an employer that you weren't listening to, your employer wouldn't necessarily, why would someone talk to you if you're not listening or following the guidance that you're given? Now, your guides don't tell you what to do, but they look at energy too, or they will tell you the truth if you ask. Okay, so that's the first thing of asking. Sometimes we're afraid to know the truth or to look at things, or we're coming from past lives, from the witch trials, or people will think you're weird, or you've seen scary movies and you don't know what you're going to see. So we kind of make decisions to kind of shut that down. But I'll tell you this, I teach this in my classes. I had an amazing class last week about this. And I would say keep playing with the energy. Don't give up on yourself, but be aware that guidance comes to you through many ways, through feelings, through downloads, through knowings. You could hear a song and get a chill, see a bumper sticker. If you know how to read the signs in nature, maybe get a deck of cards and ask like that. Now, guidance from higher beings will never tell you to hurt yourself or anyone else. Sometimes there's random things that come in because, yes, we're not going deep enough, or we haven't given it time. Like you put a potato in the oven and you keep poking. Is it done? Is it done? Is it here? Is it here? So pushing to get something is about fear. We want to relax and go with the flow. And when you're receiving guidance, you're allowing it to come to you, and it will come in unexpected ways, especially in this energy now. It's very unexpected. So all of a sudden, or you may be getting things, but you're dismissing that. I've had a lot of students that say, my guides keep saying they love me, but that's not what I wanted to hear. I'm trying to get, but you're not, if you're not hearing what you're getting, then it's like it keeps playing the same, they keep giving you the same message till you get that. Now, there may be things about your diet, or if you're angry, but in your case, the lady who asked this question, I don't have your name here. I see there's fear. I feel like there is looks like the Witch of the Wicked West is in your aura. And so there's a lot of spirits here. There's guides and angels and beings here helping you, but there's also a lot of, we live in a dichotomy of dark and light, of like mischievous spirits or spirits that don't want you to know, or this doesn't feel like a past life. This feels, is this a past life? Is this a current life? It's current. Okay. But it just feels like a lot of, kind of chaos or mischief. So just ask the higher beings to come in and cut your cords and clear that and let go of your fear. Tune into your breath and notice other subtler ways, dreams. Sometimes you'll see like a bird or a butterfly will come close by, a light will flicker. So, you'll feel yourself being touched. So there are many ways to receive guidance. Okay. All right. Let's look at Gavin Newsom. He is so awesome. I'm like, I was laughing. It's like, uh, he's trolling, you know, trolling, like saying the thing. If you watch the news or you've been on Truth Social, I don't go on there, but he goes on there. But I watch the news to see what's going on, and he's like, nobody's ever seen it before. It's this has never happened before. And then he's saying at the end, thanks for your attention to this matter, which is what the Orange Run is doing. He's totally clowning him, and really on his spiritual, and this is what we need. So I like this. Gavin Newsom's a little bit establishment for me, but hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. And so I feel like he has a real chance in 2028 now. But let's look at the cards, because I've looked at this before and I felt like it was too soon, or like, I don't know. But obviously he is attempting he will be attempting to run for president. I feel like he's wanted to for a long time. I feel like the economy would be really good under Gavin Newsom. Yeah, a card just jumped out. So he is the manifester. He's manipulative, but in a good way. But this is manifesting it. That's what he's doing. That's his card from now on. Okay. Because usually when I look at a candidate, I'm like, are they going to win? I see them on the stage and then they fall. I'm like, no, they're not. But I see him on the stage when he starts to come down, the people catch him and carry him. So yeah, I know this is a bit of a ways off, and it depends on the midterms. Because if we don't win in the midterms, which he's trying to help us to do, if we don't win in the midterms, I think we will, but we really have to fight. We have to be all in on this. Then he has a chance to take back the presidency and save our country. Okay, so but let's just take a peek and look at 4 cards. We'll let's look at 3 cards. Well, Gavin, oh, there are more jumpers. Huh. I feel like the country is not going to elect a woman. Unfortunately, we're not um, evolved enough to elect women as president. I feel like that was the problem before with Kamala, is like kind of like if you're more like a macho guy or a young guy, you think you're gonna, lose your power to somebody who has PMS or something. I mean, it's just, yeah, I feel like a woman is not going to win. Um, let's see. Let's pull three cards for Gavin Newsom. Okay. Uh, oh dear. There's still something where he's not clicking in with women. With women or on an emotional level. He's really doing the bro thing. And yeah. Huh. Okay, so we'll look at this again. Let me do a fuller spread. So I'm getting like not women. He doesn't have the money. He doesn't have the big money. And then I feel like, yes, he will win, run, but will he win? And that is, there's an emotional issue here. Now, he did cheat on his wife, who he's still with. And, but he's not like a serial rapist or a pedophile like the current orange one. So Democrats have different standards. I know. Um, hmm, interesting. But let's see, will the Democrats have victory with the gerrymandering? The Democratic governors have victory with the gerrymandering of states. So let's look at that. Because first we need to win the midterms, which is like 17 months away. Let's do a full spread on that. Will the Democrats be able to gerrymander to win the election? So they're coming in strong. They're fighting total loss and betrayal is they're the country, the Republicans are trying to steal the country, the MAGAs, not the Republicans, but the MAGAs, right? We're coming rushing in. There's money issues. Will big money back us? We're not happy with what we have. That's what's coming. We're going to have to work for this. Oh, he's manifesting. This is Gavin Newsom. He's going to do this. Okay. So let me say bottom top. Okay. This is in the past. We let it happen. That's what this is. This is in the past. We let our seats be stolen from gerrymandering, and then they're gerrymandering. Well, yeah, you got to stop them. You got to play them with their own game. Don't bring a squirt gun to a knife fight or a pencil and paper. Well, we need to have a discussion. We hope they change their mind. They're not changing their mind. They're not discussing it. They're doing it. So here's Gavin coming in. Gavin and the governors. Oh boy. Um, I don't feel like we're completely celebrating. Let me ask, was this meant to be up because it's reversed? Okay, we might get enough. We might. I don't know if this is, it doesn't really feel like it's decided. So we need to work on this. Yes, we need to do the work. We need everybody, contact your friends in California, tell everybody to get out and vote this November to put gerrymandering on the ballot for California if you live in California. Contact your governor, your Democratic governor, and tell him you support the Democrats gerrymandering. We need to do this. There's a spy. We have to watch out. They're tricky. They're trying to fight. They're fighting dirty. They're fighting dirty. We're afraid. We're afraid of losing our democracy. But can we do this? We need to do this. I'm not going to sit here and just say, oh, it's fine. Everything's going to be great. We are in a perilous time. This is the time. Please get the phone number, Google it, of your Democratic governor and your Democratic state representatives, and tell them that we need to do the gerrymandering. We need to save our democracy. Okay. Let me look, just pull 3 cards. Will a Democrat win in 20? I feel like a Democrat will win in 2028. Will a Democrat win the presidency in 2028? Wow. It's not guaranteed. We're going to fight. Will a moderate Republican win the democracy in 2028? Not a MAGA, but a moderate. No. No. Wow. I don't know that it's decided. That's a long way off. I had another question here. When will the orange one be gone? When enough people wake up to what he's doing, his lies, and to his dishonesty? When we're done having our country destroyed? Now, he may have a health issue, or we do this gerrymander thing and get the Congress starts taking back our Congress and Senate. When I've looked before, I felt like we would win by a little bit. Let's ask, even though we don't do a lot of gerrymandering, maybe we do some, will it be enough to win the midterms? Will the Democrats take back the Senate in the midterms? 3 cards. To fight. It's the messaging. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. So here's what I got. We're in for a fight. We might feel depressed, but we have to keep it up. Keep up the messaging. Keep it up. Keep calling. Support all the democracy YouTube channels. Donate. Knock on doors. Talk to people who are open-minded. And yeah. And then something's going to happen. Something's going to leave, but this is a yes. Yes. Oh my God. Woo! Oh my God. Okay. Because they're going to try to take it by hook or crook. Anything is up. They'll do anything. Okay. Remember, the orange one said he could shoot somebody on 5th Avenue. I mean, he's already committed felonies. He's a pedophile. He's letting young girls go out of his Mar-a-Lago and trying to cover that up. He's invited a war criminal. Oh, did you see that? Yeah, the war criminal was here. I read that correctly. The war criminal was here and got the red carpet rolled out. That was a dark, disgusting day. That was, and it amazes me how the media is like, huh, did he just not do anything and let a war criminal on our land? Yeah. I mean, where have you been? Why are you still trying to pretend like it's okay? Like, the reporters are there, they're ready to take questions. That's their job, and people have to have hope. That's their job. We want to put that olive branch out there like we hope you're going to do the right thing. But I mean, like, and then some even saw Fox News was like, wait, did he just say nothing happened? Yeah, you let a war criminal on our land, and instead of arresting him, you let him give talk first, walk on a red carpet, and leave laughing at us. Okay, that's that's the orange one. Yeah, there we go. F around and find out. There you go. That was some creepy, scary stuff. And he just looks like a freak. I'm sorry, he looks like a freaking moron. I'm sorry. I don't like to call names, but he just looks like his brain isn't fully engaged. He's so busy kissing up. And it is, and I keep telling everybody, it is because they have compromise, Epstein files, they have other compromise on him. And he brought his business people. He wants to make deals. He wasn't there to have any peace. I mean, yeah, he wants the Nobel Peace Prize, but and there are ways he could do that, but he's not going to do that. Russia is not going to um, give up. They're not. I still see Ukraine winning. I see Ukraine hundreds of years from now being a world power, that we're all together as human beings and stop all this war stuff and fighting, because it's just, there's no reason for it. It's just dark and it's evil. And there's no reason that people should be killing other people. There's enough food, there's enough land. If you don't have to be so greedy like Mr. Besant, let's look at Mr. Greedy Besant. He just looks like the Grinch that stole Christmas to me. Like he has this creepy smile. Like you want to like him because he seems kind of attractive and pleasant. But underneath that, I just feel like he's a slime. I'm sorry. I don't want to judge, but I'm just looking at energy. Okay. I'm just looking at the energy. I'm like, oh my God, what a freaking joke. So I'm not really sure what he's doing. I'm not a financial planner. I'm not a politician. I'm not, I don't know the laws of trade and all that, but I can look at energy. I just want to look at how is he going to do in this, yeah, because in the midterms, oh, they're going to start investigating everybody. Oh, we didn't look. Let's look first. Before we do Besant, let's look at Congress in the midterms. Will the Democrats win the Congress in the midterms? Most people say they are, just even not psychics. Yeah, yeah. They're gonna take it. They're gonna steal seats. They're stopping the stealing. Yes, they're moving forward. They have the messaging. Somebody's gonna be leaving. It might be that what's his face isn't even here anymore. The orange one fighting. We're gonna have big fights. They're gonna say there was cheating, even when they're the ones that are cheating. Wow. We're in for a fight. Don't take anything for granted. By then, if the orange one is gone, it may not matter. Oh, well, then we have JD. Oh, uh, yeah. Will the Democrats win Congress in 20, did I say 2026? Not 2028, not 2028. Okay, I don't know if I said, let's do this again. Will the Democrats win Congress in the midterms 2026? Yeah. Okay, there it is. Woo, woo. Okay. It's a push. We have to do everything. We have to push. Take nothing for granted. Don't just sit there and worry or turn it off. Do something. Pray, donate, make phone calls. Start now. Because here you have the Democrats. They're looking at this. We have to stop fiddling around and going, oh, well, we don't know about this. Yeah, you have to take action. Sometimes you have to pull your energy back so you get really strong. That can be this card too. We need to pull our energy in, and because this energy here is like traumatizing us, hitting us, breaking laws, hurting people, taking money, blah, 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 blah. And so this is pull your energy back and get strong because you got to fight, but you can do it. Okay. Woo. Okay, let's answer some more of your personal questions. Hey, I want to tell you, I was really excited to hear that um, the state of New Jersey won a lawsuit against DuPont for billions of dollars, the biggest settlement ever that corporations had to pay for polluting the planet. They put forever chemicals in, and it gets in the water and the air. So those forever chemicals are in perfume, laundry detergent, um, cleaning products. They're chemicals that are known carcinogenics, and they just dump them in the environment. So they're in the ocean. Most people have forever chemicals in them. I don't, because I pretty much, I've done a lot of cleansing, but yeah, I'm really happy to hear this because actually our number one issue that the mainstream media doesn't talk about is our planet. Because if we don't have a planet, and these nut jobs, mega whatever, Elon whatever, want to create a colony on Mars. Oh, isn't that fun and exciting? Well, how about the homeless people here? How about we be able to breathe here and not have, you're seeing the floods, the heat, the earthquakes. The earth is out of balance. We are way extreme. The mountains of plastic. I try not to buy plastic. We have to stop doing this, and we have to stand up to them. Also, call them and tell them we're not going to let you destroy our planet for our future generations. And so that's the most important issue that's being swept under the rug while we're dealing with Epstein and tariffs and all this other, letting uh, a felon in the White House and then committing all these crimes. I mean, it's just, yeah, okay. So that is good news. The lawsuit was won. And there's a good book by called They Poisoned the World by Mariah Blake. So I suggest that book. If you're interested in learning more about that, I suggest detox. And you have to do it slowly. If you've ingested over the years a lot of junk, you can't just uh, clean it all out in one day. It takes, and it's not fun, but we have to do that for our health. I feel it's super important. Okay, let's look at some of your personal questions, but that's really good news that lawsuit was won. Okay. Let's go to, okay. Yeah, I thought I was going to be out at 10 o'clock with this video, but I guess I misunderstood what with the timing, so I apologize for that, but here I am. Okay. Oh, somebody's saying I'm an awesome teacher and guide for them. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Oh, I'm curious about sports like football, baseball, basketball. Is going to be affected this year by the future under the orange occupation, which are a big part of our country and culture. I've seen the American, oh, right. I've seen the American soccer lose its spot of the World Housing Cup. Now that went to Canada and Mexico. They bought millions of dollars to this country now that foreign tourism in the U.S. is being wiped out here. Yeah, well, as long as he's president, we're not going to have good tourism. Um, I don't, I have to say, I don't really follow sports. I've never been interested. but I understand it's an emotional outlet for a lot of people, and good clean fun. Hey, I'm all for that. There's a lot of money in sports, but let's ask sports in the next 2 years, or how will sports be affected in this country? Yeah, not, it's a fight. We're losing revenue, and because, and there, a lot of them are booing the orange one. We will have some victories, but things can happen very quickly. I don't know if that helps you with that question. I'm not really sure exactly what you mean by this question. Okay. But when he is gone, then tourism will come back. And that's what I think that will help us here. That I'm getting blurry here. Let me try to clear the camera. There we go. Okay. Let's see. This is, so I need to have your name, and I don't like doing these types of readings on the internet, I mean, over YouTube, because you deserve attention and someone who's really going to go in deep. And when I look at energy, I like to change the energy if it's not working for you. And that's just looking at it like, oh, it's this, it's that. That doesn't really serve people very well. Um, um, Here I have somebody asking, um, do I see, okay, this is Amir, Amiris? Okay, so I don't even know your name, but let's try it. Advice from spirit or practical guidance on life experience, how to best navigate to try to keep disability for my adult daughter or find another way to help us. See, this is involving you, the state you're in, your daughter. I mean, first of all, I'm getting for you, forgive yourself, because whatever happened with your daughter, or feeling guilty. And let's get a prosperity card for you. Show me a prosperity card. Oh, the dog chewed it up. Why? 31. Okay, I'm going to look this up. Okay. Thanks for watching till the end of the videos here. It really helps me out. Okay. Prosperity message. And this will help other people with their prosperity, because there's a reason that this card came up for you. The knowing motives behind whatever you're doing is the ticket to success. It's best time to ask yourself probing questions. This is about service. When you are of service to somebody, and you're of service to your daughter, you have a good motive. So ask your guides, like, help me out with this. Be clear about what you want. You have good intentions. And you can totally create an extraordinary life for yourself, and your daughter can create that for herself as well. Ask your guides. Look, when you're helping somebody like this is part of your life path. When you have a child that's disabled, you're taking care of somebody, you're doing the creator's work, and that child was put there to test your limits, to see, how are you going to deal with this? How are you going to handle this? Okay. And so this is like a spiritual, it's like a test. It's like a spiritual lesson for you. And if you need strength and you need funds, help me out. And then be open to how that's coming to you. Okay. And I don't know if that's good practical guidance. And then ask your guides, your guardian angels, help me to make wise decisions. Okay. Help me to make the decisions I need to make about this. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing. The owl is the sign, and that card is the sign of the psychic, of the knowing. Okay. Go back to the questions. And I need it to be in English, so I can't read that. Okay. Oh, somebody here has hip pain, knee. Okay. If you had knee surgery and now you have hip pain. Okay. So sometimes surgery works for people, but the problem is if you're not dealing with the underlying condition, which usually has to do with people's diet, your digestions, the health in your joints. Um, it can be, it could be from stress, but I find that body pain, if you clear it in one area, it moves to another area. And so I like homeopathic remedies and herbs and looking at your diet. Right now, I have growing in my yard, I have fennel and nettle tea. So I drink that. So it's for autoimmune, and it's for also for joint pain and allergies and digestion. Okay. So I like things like onions, and I can't prescribe that to you because I'm not a nutritionist or a doctor. Onions, they're also anti-canceral. Pineapple helps with inflammation. Boswellia, which is frankincense. So if you Google and go to a really good company or get a homeopathic remedy, you have to stay on it for a while. And the other thing I like is lymphatic massage. There's something called Power 6. You can Google that. I mean, look at that on YouTube videos where they do lymphatic massage. You have to do it 3, 4 times a week religiously and stay at it for months, because you want to clean up your lymphatics and clean up your diet, and taking certain herbs and supplements. I've found collagen, fish oil, and nothing is going to probably switch it on like a light bulb overnight. I also like energy healing with this, so I'm happy to work with people with energy healing, but I also tell them that you need to treat this in the physical world. It's not just an energy issue. If you're um trying to let's see, lose weight by exercising, but you keep eating really bad food, I mean, like, it's good luck with that. It's just gonna be, you have to do all of it. And so, okay, I hope that's helpful to you, and I can help you with that in a personal session. I would pray about it. And then in my classes, I do energy healing. And sometimes pain spontaneously leaves if you know what the issue is. It can be a resentment you're holding on to. It can be like shoulders are responsibility, hips are what move us forward, the knees are about being flexible and being of service. Okay. Um, and sometimes I've been lucky and just been able to clear that. And sometimes people need to address they need the physical support as well, or medical support. Okay. Um, will I find a job soon? I don't even have your name, Clemma. Okay. Will I find a job soon? Ask and you shall receive. So ask. Okay. And have that visual ask. And when you're going to sleep at night, visualize yourself getting a job and having plenty of money, and feel what that feels like, and go up into the dream world and manifest that. So right when you're falling asleep is a really important time when you want to manifest something, to intend that. Okay. Um, here's Linda. Her husband has departed and had dementia and Parkinson's disease in May. The end of May, June, July. It's not enough time. When somebody passes, I can usually connect with them first off, like right away. But if they've had this, so then it'll usually take about 6 months for them to cross over. because they're crossing over and they're going to learn how to communicate. And it takes a little time to get um, settled up there and then start learning how to communicate with the physical world. There's a really good movie with Richard Dreyfuss and what was her name, that blonde, called Defending Your Life. I like that. It's about he dies in a car accident and he crosses over and he's reviewing his life. And it's funny. So I'm sorry for your pain. I don't mean to make fun of your pain. I'm not making fun of your pain, but I'm just, there is no death, so we need to remember that. But because your husband, no, come on, don't mess with my phone. See, now he's messing with my phone. Somebody's messing with my phone. Okay, so that's what they do. They come into electrical equipment. But I feel like because he had dementia, he's not going to be able to just come in like in 6 months from the date of passing, because it takes him a little bit longer. If you haven't had find your mind quite working, they need to rest. Where are my comments? Okay. Okay. Um, but there are other people around him. I feel like you have guides around him. Um, there are guides you so you can pray for his soul's crossing. And I feel like you have other family members around you. There's a father. Okay, so there's a father coming in that is willing to communicate with you and help you through this time. Um, yeah, okay. Yeah, so I see a man with like has a suit on and he's dressed, dressed nicely, little top hat, an umbrella, and he seems very pleasant and he feels like maybe he wasn't very close to you, but now he wants to help. Okay. Um, okay. But know that your husband that they're okay. It's you're the one that got left behind. So, be really kind to yourself and yeah. Grief is the great teacher when handled properly, can help you to open your heart and heal your soul. So I'm sorry for your loss. Um, yeah, okay. I hope you've enjoyed my video. Please subscribe. It really helps me get my videos out there. I'm putting out more spiritual videos. I have a new channel called at Sybil Harmony Healing. This is at Sybil Harmony, but at Sybil Harmony Healing. And so I'm trying to get subscribers on there. I have 17,700 subscribers. I'm trying to get up to 18,000 on this channel. So if you've been watching, please subscribe. It really helps me out, helps me in the work I'm doing. Please like and leave a comment. I do read comments. I don't always read all the comments, but I do read the comments. And you'll know because I usually like it and send you a little heart when I've read your comment. I can't always respond to all of them. I have classes coming up where I'm teaching about learning how to heal chakras. I am available for private sessions in probably September, October. So go ahead and book if you'd like to do that. And then in October, I'm teaching mediumship, which is really exciting. So those classes are all on my website, and that's on my post page. If you scroll down, you'll see my website address. It should be right on my community page, my website address, sybilharmony.com, where you can check out all my classes or book private sessions. I'm here for you, sending you so much love, and we're going to get through this. You're going to be okay. Keep talking to your guides and notice the signs that you're receiving, okay? Because they are here to assist you, but if you don't ask, then they can't assist you because you have free will. Okay? Take care. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you so much. Bye bye.